Greetings, everyone. You're walking on the FAS BOR-7 Horus. Should be fun. I can foresee nothing going wrong here. I need to edit my stream. Let me see here. Edit entire description. There's something else. There we go. Fixed. Excellent. Well, yeah, this Horus Titan. So there's one in space. I will be walking on. Cause building it on the ground really sucks. Wow, my audio is loud on my end. Alright, there we go. So let's see here. Let's see if Keen messed anything up instead of re-engage settings. Hinge. Keen. Done. What have you done? I'm gonna hope it did not break. Well, time to find out. Because I am about to be really not happy. Nice. They update? Fascinating. Okay. Well, let's see if it breaks. And now to wait 5 years for it to load in. Because my game is incredibly slow. Nothing's breaking. Damage on? Damage is not on. Engage that. I just want to make sure. And then we wait another 5 years for anything to happen. SC's probably gonna crash. Oh, there goes Fallen. Impressive. The feet are undamaged. I should have done this on the ground up there because I'm breaking the ice. That is very close. Very, very close. Wow. How about the drills? Do these break any? Yeah, just a little bit. Did you break? No, it's offline, so it's just sunk into the ground that much. Okay. Let me show you something cool. I'd rather do it on this portion of the Horus. Drill bits. That's short. Yeah. spinny bits. Obviously that's broken, but who cares? Which I need to actually replace that with that red light in the Citadel. I want to be accurate. Whoops. It's supposed to be like a sensor light or something. Laundry used it. Let me check if this still works. I'll go back up. And duplicate divorce. Let's go. No, no, no. Come on. Really? Really? Why are you stuck? That's new. Thank you, Kane. Okay, I'm gonna have to fix that. What the hell is this IMDC thing? Oh, is it? Nothing really. Lowe's body is buried underground. He is not being found. Rest in peace, Sky. We'll never know your name. Sure, it's fine. IGMC, yeah. Alright. Let's return to space. Because, yes. That is precisely what I am here doing. You're not watching me goof around, you're watching me goof around and building the Horus. So let's fix the newest issue. Assuming, you know, it lets me. Okay, yeah, audio is working. Just set them up and SE. SE. Oh, SE crashed. That's awkward. We're just gonna get SE walking again. This is mighty awkward. There we go. Well, I guess now we get to watch me spend 5 minutes loading in. Because yay, this game sucks at loading for me. Was anyone else liking the new like cinematic stuff for loading in and whatnot? I think it looks nice. The new graphics only help. Long overdue. Now we just wait. which is incredibly lame if you ask me. Damn. Watching the stream and I'm still loading in. Is it on the stream according to the 40% and we're now at 89. Okay. Okay. This is a riveting gameplay. Like, truly riveting gameplay right now. It's so riveting that I'm not even in the 100%. Yeah, see, this is stupid. We're 11 minutes into the live stream and it's not even well, I'm glad like nobody's here. Because damn. This is incredibly lame. Sorry, like the one person who might be watching. This is not how I imagined it going. Now, SC, would you kindly let me go into the vault so I can build? Maybe? Yeah? No? Okay. Ah! Oh shit. Look at that. Okay. About damn time. Delete. Oh, I should come back off damage. Since when were you allowed back into my world, Factorum? Okay, so getting back to it, I'm working on. I finished the front. All right, this. Bam. And that looks good. Yeah. Good enough. Enough what I'm doing anyway. All right. Oh. Yeah, looks good. Oh, somebody's actually going to be up here. I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it. Leave it alone. Okay. So this part is going to be incredibly annoying. There's also PDC supposed to be on this. What, like not PDC, like CWiz. So where's the art for that? Guns, guns, guns. Where are the guns? There they are. But sadly, they appear to be quad barrel with a very weird shape. Let's see what I can do. Oop. Okay, so this thing is nowhere near survival ready, so I'm not going to make the turret survival ready. Or should I? Because I could use them. I think I'm gonna make them survival ready. Use that. Bam, bam, bam. Right. That's gonna be an issue, ain't it? Oh, hello, Crunchy. Welcome to the stream. I'm building the Horus tonight. Or at least walking on it. So to start, I'm moving. Just gonna do a pro game on move. Alright, so bam. Put this to static good. And then I don't want that. There you go. And then like so. Yeah, thumbnail for the Omicron. Excellent. Excellent. So we go here. Like that. And ta-da! I need that. Back to the alt. Do I want the armor look or the armor? Let's be real, the armor would look better to begin with, given damn thing is a Horus. Man, that's gonna be difficult. Cause it's a quad barrel. And yeah. Okay, Mushy, I'm gonna have to just follow your design idea. So where was it? I've died. Bam, bam. What did he do? Yeah. Yeah, okay. Well, there's no other way up, so I'm just gonna have to do that. And lock it. And should I put galleons on this? All right. I have two. Gotta fit with this thing, you know. Which gun is so good, it looks exactly like the one that's actually in. That's the art of these, so I'm sure it will be fine. Just well, almost exactly. There is a little bit of change. Like for example, this is armor. His is not. Okay. And then bam. Oh boy. And then something like a so. And then if I keep on losing it. Okay, there we go. It looks like it has a bit of a stage, like, and bam, bam. There's the remote. I have not put a remote on here, so something like that. And then for armor, that. And it's not flat on the bottom. No, just a little bit something like that. So make things simple myself. Yes, there we go. The back. Does it show the back? No, it's not. How wonderful. What the? How did we jump up to 7 people? Okay. Welcome everyone who joined the stream just now. We don't have cookies, unfortunately. I'm sorry to tell you. I'm broke, so I can't afford the cookies. Up and we're back down to 3 people. Amazing. I'm sure one of those is me. It's funny. Okay. Right, back to it. Hinge. What do you mean? Don't. Are you serious right now? Are you serious? That is cool. That is wild. Up the dogs. Oh, it's Arthas. Okay. Hi, Arthas. How's it going? Just wired you on Discord like usual. So, back to that. Bam. And then it just sharply goes up. Damn. I may have to redesign the front of this thing. Finals meeting. Yep. Welcome to the club. Welcome to the club. It is not a fun club. I much hate this club. Now, I don't think I like this. So, provided it does not crash. Why? Why is it like this? Honestly, I'm not liking this. We're just gonna leave it at 2-gun. Actually, I'm just gonna copy. Maybe, you know what? That's good for you, Arthas. Good for you. Because I am not. I'm sad. I'm a sad boy. But you know what? I'm positive it will be fine. And where did I put the gun? There we go. Looks good enough. C's make it through med school. Yep. Very true. And guess what I have? I'm pretty sure I'm going to ace one class with like a solid B, so I'm not too upset. I'm not too mad about my circumstances, at least. D's? What do you mean D's? I'm sure I have a few D's in like my English class, but nothing that serious. Yeesh. Why does this still feel off? It's just these nuts. Okay, authors. Okay. How dare you do that to me? I shouldn't be surprised because it is in fact you. But still. How dare you? That is incredibly rude. Okay, author. See you later. See you later, man. Yeah, you know what? I am not liking this story at all. You've done worse. That is very true. That is very true. So for now, I think I'm just gonna leave this chart alone, leave those alone, and come back later. Fresh brain. Should do. Focus on this. Which, imagine being in school. Won't you? You'll be going to school soon, probably. Chillax. Reforming stones in a very, very glass house. Okay, so it's like there's these giant radiators in the back. So I'm just gonna remove that. Bring this up there. And then it does, it's kind of blocky. That means what? Looks more like it. Build a case maiden turret? No. What? I'm not building a casemate turret on this thing. Screw off. Oh, this thing probably resolves a super laser. I mean, it'd be funny to fit a super laser. Exactly. Right here. Okay, what's the pistons? Imagine. Bam. Super laser. Boom. But no, it doesn't have one. It's a giant fabricator. These made turrets? No. No, it does not. It had a fold-out rocket pod somewhere right here, which then had a heatsink behind it, but I'm not doing that. Probably. And then she had turrets that popped out in the rear to protect the main, what is it? main coolant heat vent, but again, I'm not doing that right now. And those were rocket turrets too. It had them on the side. Yes, it had 2 pop-down Gatling turrets. That'd pop down right here and be a complete pain in your butt as you're climbing the leg up to this area. Because you kind of just had to climb and take it. Crunchy. Why? Arthas, look what you've done. Look what you've done. Look what you've done, Arthas. Are you proud of yourself? Are you proud of yourself? I bet you are. You joke. So this appears to be thicker. Those spots, so just gonna do that. And then kind of like so. And then kind of like that. Yeah, be proud of giving me agony, damn it. I cannot believe this. How dare you do this to me? Okay, now this shouldn't mess with the leg, right? In theory, that shouldn't. But let me just make sure. $79,000 and almost 200k PCU. Incredible. So there's a control seat down here. Let's see. This should be still activated. What does this do? Oh. That is way too close. That is way too close. But is it close enough, chat? USS Torts Pimp? That's something I'd build. Just saying. Damn it. It's not a cling out. Control and damage would be funny. I clearly have to redo this entire walk cycle. Oh my gosh. They're kidding each other because I enlarged the legs. Oh my gosh. No, I'm putting on damage just because I'm curious. Any damage happen? No? Thank goodness. Damn. Okay. Well, that gave me the answer I needed. Wait, hold up. The tail. It'd be jiggling. It do be jiggling, and it hasn't exploded crunchy. Look at the boy go. Yeah, exactly. Imagine this thing, but with a finished walk cycle. That'd be amazing now, wouldn't it? And walk across the ice. And that's about it. Ow, tail. Oh, and then I have to set up the tail to move as it walks. It's cause of leg motion. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Okay, well, it's been... So we're just gonna be proactive, y'all. With building this thing. Yeah, damage is off. Okay, so... Oh, hey, it's Jace. Hello, Jace. Wait a second, is that another... Where's the art? Where's the art? I am going to have... I'm gonna have an aneurysm. I'm gonna have an aneurysm. There's another cable. There's a cable that goes from like right heel into like right heel. And there's already two giant things I have to attach from like right heel that go through heel up into like right heel. Yeah, yes, Jace. They're going to be hinge chains, but like the ones that go back heel, like attach heel, are the same thickness as this. Like they're just they recycled the exact same thing, but fortunately, right heel they use like actual small things. So it's oh man. Oh man. Yeah. Also, I just remembered I forgot I was going to lights in these. Spotlight. Just going to do that while I'm thinking of it. The horse is not building. Mother, oh my office. Now you have me caught. Screw off with that. Damn it. That's annoying of you. that is not how it said. Now the lights are in place, so I believe it's like an orange. There we go. That should be right. Screw off, authors. Okay, well, I guess for the meantime, it's just going to be unarmed until I can manage to make some PDCs, which is fine. Right, back to the back. So here, obviously this ain't. So random decoration, I guess, is fine. Because, I mean, nobody's really going to see it anyway. Okay, so... these can be removed. Except for the fact of... they actually need to be shrunk down. So this entire section is actually sloped, and I'm going to slope it just because I hate myself. Yes, I am very angry. So that's a whole ass block. One, two, three, four, five. Okay. Does that. So... well, no, I knew how to merge them, but it just wouldn't place right there, so I had to put one up and then be able to merge them, because apparently Keen will allow you to do that, but won't allow you to do something else. So, you know, it's what it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put that there. I'll hop into VC. Yeah, sure. Hop into prototype. Yo.
Yo.
Yeah, watching me suffer, build the Horus.
Gaming.
A crunchy.
You guys will be pulled in the live
From
stream.
where?
Just getting some thumbnails thrown together. I'm just getting some thumbnails thrown together for stuff.
Nice, nice. That is not nice. Reverse that. Oh my god.
Did I just forget to post the thumbnail for the Omicron in? Yes, I did. Wonderful.
Amazing.
Here, Jace, I've got a new thumbnail for the new version of the Omicron I'm posting.
Oh god.
There you go. Assuming it will let me. There we go. Jesus. Here.
Improved interior Mark 12. 1.1. Okay, 1.2. I see.
17.
Brother, when he doesn't just use A with 2.
Not everyone is like you.
Okay, but in this case, A variants make sense. It's easier to track than marks. Sub-marks are such a pain in the ass.
Womp womp.
Womp fucking womp.
Bro is sad.
Brother, when he just tapes on some stickers.
Good.
It does look good. I like it.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm just gonna...
Mhm.
What
When it
is
gets
this?
upgunned again.
17.
It barely got upgunned.
Omicron, but better.
It's okay. Somebody on the Keen server was recommending I upgun it more.
Well, Keen server people don't have any frame of reference for what we're doing. When
That's
they
fair.
say that, they're basing it off of PvP, like modern PvP meta statistics, and not actually
Not
any
actually
kind
prototype.
of metric.
Yeah.
They-
What's up?
I mean, for Proto, he's probably right anyway. It does need a little upgunning, but the problem is it's Arctic sized and now probably equal to better armament.
1v1's a Romantica anyway, so like
No, it is an actual battlecruiser equivalent.
damn. So
I mean, it's a heavy cruiser for the Romantica, but the only thing I have that actually matches Romantica is Arctic.
true. And it's already like even with Romantica, so it's just like, you know.
How big is Romantica?
It's on the workshop.
Was it 8,000?
Something like that.
It's not too far off. If you field Romanticas, I'll probably have to field Arctics until I get a replacement.
I've already fielded Romanticas.
I know, and it took me it took me 3 cruisers to handle 2 of them, so.
You could purchase the export variant of the
Yeah,
Omicron now
I'd do
for
that.
only $1 billion.
I would actually like rent an Omicron to do shit like that. I would do that. I would rent one for a battle. I would rent out an expeditionary force.
Just don't lose it, right?
Oof.
Well, in this case, it would be like mercenary renting of like, hey, we'll pay you guys this much and ensure your survival if you come bring the heavy equipment.
He really doesn't have to worry about losing it because FPR can just make like 30 more of them. So
yes,
we'll be getting them out of the nebula.
I do need to fuck around with making some new ships, but I suck at frigate work, so
Could help you if you want.
I really did want to. I really wanted to do that. The co-op with Mushy. I need to actually ask him if we're still going to do that, or if he's just canceling. Because if he's canceled, then we could co-op some stuff.
I mean, you could co-op the frigate with Mushy. You and I could co-op a destroyer if you want. Oh wait, no, DD-03. Never mind.
DD-03. His DD line will never die, just like my Chico line.
Oh no, the DDs, they're up to 34.
Roll 34.
The DD, the Chico never die unless they meet an Aegis in combat.
In which case, we just bring out another Chico
Special-
variant.
Okay, hear me out. Hear me out. Special variant of the DD02 that immediately tries to seduce whatever it's fighting.
The Bard build.
The fucking
The bald
succubus
build.
model.
Oh my gosh. Don't let
I will
us
name
find
them.
out.
I will name all of them after individual succubus and make them absolutely cancer.
Excuse me.
See, in that instance, I would make them actual like melee ships. Like they would have armored like claws that would open up and
The
grab
Bard.
grab the ship that they're fighting, and then just like
Ram
throw
ship
grinders into
over.
the hull. It's not a ram ship because it would have like a grinder or like
I'm
drill
pretty
array in the front.
certain
It
that
would
that's
eat through them.
still.
Whatever
It's
coke
not
you need to
ramming,
use, Jace.
but it is a specialized unit, and you actually have final say in what is
Hey,
and isn't
hey,
shielded.
Jace,
If
Jace,
it's
Jace, guess what?
like on the
Actually,
image.
fair enough.
It's
Guess
ramming.
what? It's not ramming because drill radius does not require contact. It can still be a meter off of instant field damage. Okay, well, you know what? Your fucking bullets are ramming because the bullet is physically hitting the hull. So there. Don't even start.
Yes.
Don't get into semantics with me.
So I can smell the copium from here.
Crunchy. Bullets are literally ramming weapons. Do you want to get into this shit? If I attach a drill to a ship, lock onto an enemy ship, and then push said drill into its damage radius, that is not ramming. That is simply using a melee weapon. That isn't really a melee weapon. Really, using a drill is less ramming than using a bullet. Do not challenge me on this shit. I know how the API works.
Hoping and seething.
I understand damage radius shit. I just learned how to do that.
Oh god.
Because you know what? The hitbox is always there. It's just only actually registered when you press a button. That means that technically you are always in a constant state of ramming. Do not get into space engineers philosophy.
He's coping so hard.
It's not coping, it's real. These are facts, Crunchy. These are facts.
Oh my gosh.
Thou does not understand the space engineers.
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
But seriously, I mean, I'm trying to come up with an interesting concept, and now you're just insulting me again. Like, seriously?
Nah.
If I wanted to deal with that shit, I would talk to Arthas.
Fair, I guess.
He might be watching the live stream.
I don't care. He knows. He'd probably find it funny.
5 seconds.
I
1
mean-
minute later, he like responds in the YouTube comment section because it's a minute behind.
We
But
could
like,
do,
wouldn't that actually be kind of cool? A version of the 03 that's like had a claw on it that would grab ships and attempt to drill into them. I mean, those would be fragile,
I mean,
so you could
it'd
still
be
shoot
cool
them
as like
off,
a
but
boss encounter, like
as a
the,
specialist unit, you know, not a full deployed.
like the.
I bet you have a
Horus
version that like launches a big grappling hook at someone.
Unfortunately, that's incredibly technically difficult. Imagine having a spool of hinges on your ship. Clang, my lord Clang, please taketh me into the next shadow realm.
Well, the Horus.
Yeah, the Horus. Okay, send the Horus into combat. See what happens.
It'd just be melted.
One hit.
The tendrils would just
One
come
hit.
apart. Like if you
Yeah.
guys look at the stream, right? This is what every single segment is made up of. I'm just gonna wait for it to catch up on the stream real
Look,
quick.
we just put a miniature AI into it so that it can like move the arms in a realistic way using predictive and
That would be
and
really
calisthenic
cool
math.
because I do want to actually be able to move
know,
the arms.
You can do that with the Marn script. You can fly the arms around using the camera if you set up Marn correctly.
Mon?
It's arm control script using inverse calisthenics.
Interesting. 'Cause I may have to have you set that up for me.
The problem, nope, I will not set that shit up. It is insanely difficult to understand.
Hey, then why do you think I will be able to understand it?
Because you might want to. Look, I didn't want to enough to learn how it works.
Fair enough.
But like, you have to designate in its names distances and shit to make the script actually understand, which is probably because of an API limitation. But whatever they did basically made an algorithm that attempts to simulate where everything is in a space and it does some crazy fucking math to predict where it should be to get an optimal result. It's insane. I don't know how it works. I didn't read it, but it's really really cool. Remember the shipyard, Crunchy? How you could fly the welder around?
Oh yeah, that was pretty cool.
That is Marn.
Neat. Very
Fascinating.
cool. Very cool. Here, the Horus.
Hmm.
Check fifth.
Oh no, what have you done? What have you done?
Elsa, what have you done?
Well, I mean, I've built a new cargo ship. Interior is incomplete. Naturally. Me and finishing interiors, I don't know what you're talking about.
Good. I understand now. I have another interior to work on.
Only if you want to.
Oh god. I really should get started on the Omega, but I don't feel like dealing with that tonight.
It's the Omega again.
Battleship.
Answer.
Battleship.
Bro is going to accidentally beat my heavy battleship like instantly, and it's just gonna be like, bruh.
I mean, to be fair, the Omega is basically just 3 Omicrons in a trench coat. Oh. With a Gatling gun strapped to the front, because why not?
That just reminds me of one of Gray's ships.
Oh god, not again.
Yeah, not again is right. That thing,
What did
like,
Gray do?
so you know the blade?
Yeah.
It was so difficult to kill. He purpose built a ship with like 100 something Gatling guns on it to kill it. It still failed
I was
to
talking
kill
a big
it.
assault cannon, but
No, this
Assault
was way before Warfare.
Bro just made a wall of
I got
Gatlings.
you.
Yeah, it literally was
Yeah.
like 152 Gatlings.
Forget wall of text. I cast wall of Gatlings.
Wait, is the tail tilted? Am I losing my mind? It might be
The
tilted.
voices.
And the voices is not friendly with me. Alright, the stream for whatever reason is like a minute behind. That's stupid. I do not think I like how this looks, but it's just gonna be what it is. Admittedly, I can't do much to change that.
I'm so happy with how this interior refit turned out with this thing, because its original interior was a kind of doo-doo, I'm gonna be real.
Yeah, and then you decided
Dude on that beat.
I need to upgrade this and build one of the best interiors ever.
Bruh.
You just simply all built different.
When it comes to interiors, anyway.
And apparently building ships, because you've basically done a tech race, like Jace puts it.
Go.
That's just how everything works. I mean,
You remember on Proto shows up, brings something with them, everybody freaks out. Decoys.
Bro deployed mushy tactic and like removed mushy tactic.
The mushy tactic left the building.
Mushy is up the chat.
Big sad.
Yeah, it's very sad. Depression.
Depression, something my PDC turrets don't have. No, I did put the improved versions on the Omicron, so now they can actually depress 15 degrees.
Oh no. have you done?
Very cool, very cool.
Those
Mini-
slides look like mini casemates.
They're apparently well, I don't even know what they are. They're just on it.
They just exist.
Yeah, they're just on. Let me see if I can
Artists.
find the zoomed in image. Because I was using one. Okay, it's hard to see off of this image, but the middle thing right there that's sloped.
Very, very comprehensive image there.
I know,
cannot tell
right?
what I am looking at.
Except I know what I'm looking at, and it's
Bro posted an image the size of a postage stamp.
What is that picture? I can't see that.
I can.
So, as a War Thunder player, you can.
Oh, of course, that's right. He's able to notice a single pixel moving on a screen and shoot it. He's a trained War Thunder player.
Unfortunately, you're
Oh,
not wrong.
You weren't supposed to agree with that.
I said
Bro sees
unfortunately.
a single moving pixel and is able to identify what fucking tank it is based off the color and rate of movement.
Wrong,
Meanwhile,
actually.
is that a tank or a smudge on my monitor?
That's actually a very good question. Because I've had that
it's an
exact
anti-air.
question
It's an
before.
anti-air
I'm like,
carriage.
wait a second.
I need you to understand, my monitor is like almost 15 years old.
Yeah, because like my monitor was very dirty. I try to keep it clean, but it still just remains dirty. And I'm like, wait a second. What am I looking at? And then I just see like a shell go flying at me. I'm like, oh. Okay. And perish. Yes, Phoenix. I am attempting to cook on the Horus. We will see if it goes anywhere.
Phoenix, hello, sir.
Yeah. So this is what I have to do for the back tendrils. Okay, I'm just going to copy the whole image because you can just see posting the Fifth Amendment here. Yeah. That's just going to be pain and suffering. Cinder block is Margaret. He means cinder block. You mean? Does he mean floor panel? Ah! The floor panel block is in fact small grid. Wait a second.
Yes, it is. I was also surprised by the fact that
Wait a
small grid. Like, for
damn
what purpose?
second.
Wait a minute. Are the pipes small grid?
No, the pipes are not small grid. That's
Big
the
I
biggest
snap.
depression.
think I found
Big
the block
snap.
I needed for the heat vents back there.
The 3x3 slab fits on small grid. We can save so many blocks. Oh yes, that looks great.
Yeah, I'm going to use that as a heat vents.
It looks
So
great.
in voice chat we have Crunchy and Space Jace. Which also means I can get rid of this giant piece of shit looking thing. Excellent. I didn't like it. I wanted to replace it immediately.
Controversial take. I think the floor blocks are kind of mid.
Which ones?
The new ones.
Okay, well, you also use them on the bridge of the 0-3, and it looks fabulous. So
Yeah, because they work there.
more variants would be nice.
Very, very nice. I
Like
wish they
some-
divided them up a little better, I should say.
Yes. this year 3. I still love the interior on that ship. It looks so good.
That was
You
probably
cooked
some of my
so
best
hard.
small work.
Agreed.
I will say the crew quarter on the S-Death still has to be the favorite interior of mine.
Actually,
probably. It's a
are
huge
you
ship.
going to be revamping that now that we have the new blocks?
I
Okay.
definitely can.
Be
'Cause
crazy.
it's very dated now.
Just built interior also now very dated due to the new DOC. Damn it.
Well, yeah, because now I have pipes, and pipes are life.
Somebody quote this man. Actually, Arthas would come back to the stream later and just be quoting. It's
The
most
pipe
he'll
blocks
most
bring
likely
me
do
great
that.
joy.
Huh?
I have no doubt. The pipe blocks bring me great joy.
Yeah, no, I do like them, but I just wish they would give them a small like base game stuff instead of DOC 9000.
Well, yeah, I mean, to be fair, non-DLC did get the Prototech fusion reactor as a consolation prize.
Yeah, but I mean, like for survival, that's kind of mid.
Oh, I think they also added the bridge set permanently to vanilla.
Bridge.
Good.
You know, the bridge windows. The ones with like an angled window and then the control seat built into it.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, that does not seem to be a DLC item. So, unless I'm stupid.
Nice. It used to be.
Let me actually see.
Oh no, it is. Never mind.
Yeah, it looks like it. Damn. DLCs will need to keep the game running. Yeah, I know.
He's right.
He is right, but at the same time, it's like just
It's
for
all
once.
just cosmetic. And like they're
Yeah.
not that badly priced. I mean, $5 for a collection
Yeah.
of new blocks for a game that you have like 3,000 hours in. It's a small price to pay. Small price to pay
Yeah.
for Space Engineers development.
That's
That's not like
So
a
I just
$40
realized
DLC.
I am consistently like the newest player in any SE group I join.
Well, yeah, you have the skills of a much longer time veteran with less time, which is impressive on its own.
Bruh.
You're just naturally good at Space Engineers. Congrats.
And then you look at someone like Alzumi. Bro cooks way hard.
agreed. Like, damn. I have a bunch of his stuff on like my list, right, to review, which I plan to now that finals are pretty much over. My last final is on Tuesday, and then I'll be uploading regularly or semi-regularly when I remember to.
Actually,
One thing, Sil, don't review the Zephos. I need to redo the interior on that ship.
speaking of
Okay.
redoing interiors, you want to take a crack at the light cruiser that I did myself?
Yeah, sure, let's do it. Let me open up my world real
right now?
quick.
Okay, cool. Let me boot up the
Your
game,
friend
since
immediately joins.
I did the interior on it and it was kind of mid because, you know, it was a while ago. Damn, that ship's actually not that young. I still need to field the light cruiser.
Well, I think it's going to be fielded very soon.
I need to finish
Well-
the hoplite, the landing craft.
I wanna for the sensor battle. I wish we could use frigates, but I don't have one. The frigates make sense for that kind of fight because it's mostly just a screening kind of operation where
Well, I mean,
it's either
you're trying to keep
D-spam.
my ships out of your system
Yeah.
too, so it's like, you know,
Like we can always lore explain it away, but it's still I don't have any frigates, so the thing is again we have to spam destroyers or
big ship.
yeah. I don't really big ships
I was
don't make
gonna-
sense for that kind of intercept battle. Like 'cause that is a small
Well,
operation.
to
in the
be
grand scheme
fair,
of
I'm
things.
trying to bring in my gate ship.
That's true, but like you'd think the heavy ships would be there defending the gate ship.
Yes,
Actually
but
performing.
they're also like it's two
cruisers.
different groups. It's one is.
I mean, yeah, it's not like we're gonna be using any like heavy cruisers or anything. It'd be light cruisers at the highest for that fight.
Yeah.
Jace is gonna buy some Lend-Lease FDR ships.
I'm about to.
Would probably be wise.
I hope
Nah.
Mushy is still gonna co-op with me. I was kind of looking forward to that.
You should.
So was I, honestly. Bro is like the master of frigate building.
Would have been cool.
Bro cooks really hard every
Work
time he
on
makes a frigate.
something with him.
Well,
So much I
that's
could've
normally
learned.
what he builds to begin with, so I'm not
Yeah.
too
He's great at
surprised.
small ships.
Yeah. I mean, I'm okay when I like actually
guess
sit
my
down to look and build,
Specialization is
but
medium, huh?
I mean, I got the Phalanx. The Phalanx is probably the best looking quote unquote small ship I've ever built.
I cannot like how I built these bulbs, damn it. I don't even know what they're for. So someone on the design team thought, jet engines look cool here, and so it was so. And so it was so, I mean.
Can I trap someone in an orb?
Bulb?
An orb.
Why?
Because it's funny.
I guess.
Like a hamster. Put a space engineer in a hamster. I wonder if we use large good windows to make a ball, can we actually roll that with our
I
character?
think so.
Because I think it'd be kind of cool. We could even try making like a gyrosphere with like where you can like drive inside of it and roll around. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
That would make for a fun little mini game.
Which I still have the Olympic footage. I just need to actually
I
sit down
haven't
and
bothered with
edit
the
it.
Olympic footage. I think I deleted the Olympic footage because it was ages ago and I didn't really have much worth showing. Especially since it got canceled. Where is the hummus man?
Was the who now?
Where is the hummus man?
What do you?
I'm over here working on the Phalanx a bit.
Okay.
Just getting her and some of my other stuff ready for posting tomorrow.
Did Mishy give you the frigate?
This is no longer a frigate, sadly.
What? What happened?
This is a landing craft.
Oh, yeah, you completely recycled it.
It's a little too big to be a frigate for FDR, to be fair. It still looks really good, and I didn't just want to throw the hull away.
You know, based opinion, don't use frigates, just use corvettes.
I don't
I mean,
think
they're already small enough.
I don't think the Phalanx is going to hold up well in combat against frigates. Call it a hunch.
I mean, other people's frigates, yes. Stars frigates, no.
I wouldn't be so sure.
The machete is a corvette now and not a frigate.
No, it's back to being a frigate.
Again? Oh my god. Well, the workshop version is still labeled as a corvette.
Well, that's an outdated blueprint.
No shit.
No, Mushy cannot decide. Like, he just keeps. It's like every 5 minutes. Go, yeah, Mushy.
Right, so where is this
Bro,
light
sounded like a
cruiser
space
you wanna
engineer's
work on,
paint
Jace?
gun noise.
That was me inhaling.
Yes, you sound like a space engineer's paint gun noise.
Gah.
I might try displacing the guns on this ship to actually be center line. This one would be the easiest conversion to a center line system because it's got plenty of space.
So where is this light cruiser we're working on, Jace?
This is
I
the
see
light
it.
cruiser. I'm not a huge fan of it anymore.
Wait a
Looks a bit weird, but it's not
second.
too bad.
Don't. No.
I don't like the wings on it. I might redo the wings.
This thing's like... Wait. This is a light cruiser?
Yes, it's a light cruiser. It's Laufen equivalent within
Go.
300 blocks.
Gah.
What is the issue? It's 4,100
Quick,
blocks.
Quick size comparison.
That's not going to end well.
Guh. Guh. Guh.
Is that the armor destroyer? Yes. No.
No, this is
That's
just the
normal destroyer.
Aegis.
And the Aegis is a destroyer. What is the... I've got more width than you.
Well, yeah, yours is a little bit girthier. That's not what she said.
Girthier. It's also... Mine has 1,000 blocks larger.
Yes. Crunchy.
I'm gonna get still banned from screen. Banned from
No,
streaming.
I'm just not. I am just not going to get monetized, even if I get to that
Bro is
point.
not getting monetized.
With
I'm
friends
sorry,
like
we
this,
can't
who
we
needs
can't approve
enemies?
your monetization. A friend of yours said girthier on live.
Oh lord.
I'm just not getting monetized.
Oh, what reference image, Phoenix?
He will. Huh?
Sorry, chat.
Could you put up the
What's
reference
good,
image
chat?
on screen? What reference image, Phoenix?
Oh, he means to put on OBS to put the image of the thing you're building
Oh,
up on the
yeah,
screen.
sure. Hold on.
That's a great idea. Why didn't I think of it? Damn.
Let me. So long as it doesn't.
I'm gonna redo the winglets. You shouldn't have any problems with
So
copyright.
you
'cause
want me to
it's a
just gut this interior and rework it?
Yeah. The computer core has some scripts you might have to extract off of it by taking the programmable blocks and just leaving them floating in space.
Hmm.
Because those scripts are mandatory for the ship's operation. Unless they don't
Yeah.
look mandatory for the ship's operation, then you might be able to just get rid of them and I'll find out
Or
later.
I could just leave the computer core where it is, because this could actually
It's a
work
bit
pretty well as like a
big.
centerpiece for
What's a
engineering.
classic early 2000s
It's a little
anime?
big. It's
Fully
in my
Wow,
own
what the fuck?
A little
Just-
large.
for you.
Just restarted a random thing I put
Your
on.
computer will restart. It's to restart it on.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, there are times where I'm walking through the ship, Jason, I just get hopelessly lost.
How? It's straightforward. There's no ways to get lost in this ship.
It's a maze.
How is it a
Okay.
maze? Look at it. You have a main room, 3 floors, 1 corridor.
Okay, here we
Okay.
go.
How would you get lost on this simple ass ship? There's
11
there's
people.
literally only 4
Damn.
rooms.
Well, now it says 9 people. Unfortunate.
What's on the cockpit hotbar? Did I configure it fully?
I see if it switches over.
Oh, and
there
don't
we go.
forget a sound block. I do need a sound block somewhere on the ship so I can get the thingamajig working.
I need to enlarge
Okay,
it.
I'm just I'm fixing
we
your
go.
rotor displacements because they are beginning to annoy me.
Which one?
Yes,
Which one?
your advanced rotors.
Which
You need
advanced
to
rotors?
properly. I don't know, just the advanced rotors. It's causing a lot of grid drift.
Or some of them are holding
I
up
should
webcam.
probably. I know. I'm fixing your. I should clarify. I'm fixing the rotor's torque settings.
The torque setting?
Yep.
Okay.
There you go. That reduced the drift quite substantially.
The
I'll send the
rotors are not
image and
twerking
use an
anymore. We're
image
good.
on OBS.
If you guys want, I can always give you some of my my rotor settings, and you guys can use those.
See how that works.
So this is just going to be a full interior strip, Jays.
Yeah, I don't care about any of it.
Fantastic. I'm going
just
to
suck
I'm going to
at
remove
stuff.
the computer core and place it outside.
Yeah, just in case we have to salvage some shit
I
off.
take it it's this big thing in the engineering bay back
Yeah,
here.
probably the warp core looking ass.
I'm just gonna
I should
set
Scooby-Doo
this
this whole
right
shit.
over here. There we go. There it is. It's sitting over by my my MBT.
Ding dong, the witch is dead.
Ding dong, we just did. Yep. Okay, let me see.
Why do you constantly put the... Never mind, you're all good. I'm just
What are you whining about now?
hurrying the fuck out.
Yeah,
No,
Oh,
it's
okay, plus
it's
it now.
Phoenix, it is not walking for me, so it's just gonna be what it is. But yeah, walking on that bad boy. Ow! I flew into a leg. Amazing.
bruh. Uh-oh.
Be careful, you might accidentally snip some conveyors.
I did.
Figures.
It's fine.
Oh yeah,
This is a fantastic opportunity for me to find new thrust replacements.
what are your thoughts on if I start
Zero.
streaming different video games as like a playthrough on the weekends?
It could be pretty fun.
Yes,
You should definitely get Helldivers too, and we can all play.
he does.
I do have Helldivers too.
We should all play
I
Helldivers.
need to get Helldivers too.
You don't own it. Okay, so you want him to buy it to play with us, but you don't own a copy.
Yeah, I need to buy it first.
Bro,
I only-
what? What is this? Oh, I need paint gun tool. There it is. Perfection.
What in the fuck is this?
Good question.
Are you bitching again?
Yes.
So many conveyor junctions.
Okay, well, to be fair, this was a prototype I didn't actually expect to finish. Well, okay, you want to go through and let's actually look for criticality on these. To be fair, let me just go into the ship real quick. Those the problem is that there
Those-
are four ways.
oh.
I sneezed, that's why.
Oh, I thought you were going, oh no.
So the problem is these go forwards and backwards, and some of them have side connections. Because they didn't add an X, I have to use junctions on the sidewall one. Otherwise, I'd actually have to use more with less efficiency.
What do you mean an
we love
X?
So
seeing that.
complaining about these junctions on the side engines is redundant because Keen didn't give us an X-shaped conveyor.
I know I was
junction
I was
connector.
pretending to be mushy.
Arthas.
Oh, bruh. I thought mushy
This
was
one
the
here is
one upset
mandatory
about.
because only 2 sides are not being used. The one that's connected to the hinge had to be for air tightness issues, and of course because we don't have a corner connector. So right now, as I can tell, all of them are required. I think we can get rid of that wall too. Yeah,
To
I
be
just
fair
put
to
it
Mushy,
in
complaining about this definitely doesn't seem like a him kind of thing.
Yeah, Mushy, it wasn't Mushy. I mean, Mushy kind of bandwagoned, but it wasn't a big deal. He wasn't bandwagoning that hard.
He
It was
didn't
mostly
truly
Arthas.
care, let's be real for a minute.
He doesn't actually give a shit. Okay, that's the real spatial constraint. We could
The
always
junction-
extract a bit
yeah.
more space up and down. I guess technically, if you want, I can try burying one of the. I could try burying one of these, the fucking conveyors to give you a little bit more width in certain areas.
That would be incredibly base.
Yeah, I
I will
agree
attempt.
with Phoenix though. Too many conveyor junctions is a pet peeve, and unconveyored stuff is also.
I don't use unnecessary conveyor junctions unless it's like less than 10.
Meanwhile, me using cargo containers for conveyor junctions.
See, that's smart if you need cargo containers. If you need them, then that's just a necessity that can be fulfilled anyway.
I'm
use
just going to ignore the
fucking-
fact that I just
what is it?
forget about cargo until the last minute and just put in a few.
I've started trying to get
Classic
better
Seal
about that. This
shenanigans.
ship doesn't have any cargo containers.
My
It
ships
might have
do.
like one somewhere.
And I don't know about all this.
Nobody knows about Arthas.
He might.
Not
use
even Arthas
cargo.
knows about Arthas.
Yeah.
That's kind of scary, isn't it? Okay, let me make sure I can actually
he's going
remove
to
this
become a
without causing
loyal.
issues. He is a lawyer.
He's going to
It
become
would fit
one.
perfectly.
He unnecessarily argues just like one.
Damn.
Am I wrong?
No.
Or
No,
are you guys
really,
gonna
no.
Are you guys gonna start Arthas maxing to tell me I'm wrong?
Nope.
There.
He
Is that
catching
good?
shade
That
and
was-
he isn't even heal.
That was a sentence.
Well, you
that
know what? That's
never
what
needed
Arthas
to
does. Arthas
exist.
will talk shit about me all the time, so it's my turn.
Fair enough.
The
But to be
fuck?
fair,
Oh,
Arthas
see.
would talk shit about anyone and everyone.
He talks shit about everyone.
Arthas
Yeah,
Maxing.
anyway.
Arthas
Arthas Maxing.
Maxing was not a word that needed to exist.
Hell,
You know, we could also move the conveyor to the side. Unless you want the conveyor to be in the middle of the square, which is fine.
Honestly, realistically, I think I can just work with what I've got here.
By the way, if you want to dig into the floor that you're currently standing on, you can. It goes down 2 or 3 blocks, about 2 blocks in some places.
Fantastic.
Let me check. Let me see if I can just carve you all the space that's available.
Do it.
Okay, that's fine. I'm just trying to make sure I don't.
You're also
accidentally
carving out the
break-
top, by the way. You're about to carve through the PDCs.
I know it's a perfectly equal ship, so both sides are exactly the same.
Oh, okay.
which, Phoenix, because you're watching, what do you think of these arms? Are they fabulous? I feel like they are. And
Remember the paint
their design.
is mandatory in some of these spots.
More.
Chef's kiss. Mwah, mwah.
They're probably not going to move around simply because, that's too complicated. Like
Based and blue pilled.
No. There's a mod.
Like, can't be bothered.
There was a mod that had like movable, like
Okay, this whole floor
omnidirectional,
can be.
that turn like hinges and rollers into one block, and you could like put a remote control on the end, and it would control all of those. But that mod no longer really exists, so I can't.
We're not using circle doors.
So I
will be using them later.
I'm playing with you. I don't care.
And I want this to be vanilla anyway.
We could theoretically get rid of this middle jump drive if we really wanted to.
Nah, the ship needs the jump capability.
True, this thing has a absolute ass range.
What's its range?
I think the biggest problem I have with the new update is the layout they used for the doors just being jank. They need to give us a mirrored version.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's so true.
They probably will.
I'm so sad about
Is this
that.
full of blocks? Why is this not full of blocks? What was I fucking thinking?
Good question.
I can't switch the door around because it'll get in the way.
Do we
Wait
need
a
to
minute.
extract anymore?
What is down here?
What the fuck have you done here? You've cut off the conveyor access.
What conveyor access?
This one over here, this thruster, it's one way instead of 2-way. Ugh. Gross.
I'm gonna make it orange. There's
That's
not the
not a big
electrical
deal. I'm playing
weapon,
with
the
you.
EMP.
You know I don't really care. It's deep enough in the ship that redundancy does not fucking matter for that specific strand. It's like fucking Christmas lights in here with my conveyors, isn't it?
Maybe.
Kinda, yeah.
I got that fucking Christmas. I'm Christmas maxing my conveyor lines. Oh my god, I really was Christmas maxing in here. There's apparently I have 6 redundant conveyor lines in the ship. What the hell was I doing? What the fuck?
Yo.
Me with
Jeez.
my 6 conveyor redundancy. Oh, it turns into 2 conveyor at the end. Okay, so the 6 conveyors are mostly for thrusters.
That
Don't
checks
worry.
out.
Mostly for thruster connections. So I could lose a quarter of the ship and all the engines would still be running.
Yes, thank you, Deathlock.
If the engines still exist, of course.
Hello, I don't think I've seen you here before, Deathlock, so welcome to the stream.
Welcome to hell. This is where we suffer.
Yes, indeed. Welcome to the place where I am constantly building interiors.
Welcome to this. No, we're not.
Yep. Let's not go that far, Jace.
Not today. Not on YouTube.
We're on stream. Remember,
See, if we
anything
were on
you
Kick,
say
then I
can
would
be
say
clipped. Go.
Howdy. How things go? Deathlock. This is.
His day has gotten worse because he tuned into this stream.
I hope not. Okay, there it is. Make sure. Yeah, so that's the front. Let me go to the front. I think I got this pretty close. Honestly. Oh yeah, I need to actually switch OBS back to SE. Hold on. I think the front pretty similar. What do you guys think? Post live then?
E.
Ah, nice. Yeah, I do ship reviews whenever I'm not lazy enough to not record them. Evidently,
Which is never.
Evidently, I planned like upload throughout last week, and then finals hit me. I was like, oh right, finals, and I have not recorded a video since, and I decided to pop up a live stream today.
To be fair, that wasn't really your fault.
Oh yeah, this
What else did
thing
I say I
is
was gonna
definitely a
try?
final
I
boss.
might try offsetting these guns.
Which let me actually,
Just
there
double
we
check.
go.
Okay, no matter if I do end up moving the gun center line, there's already a conveyor right here that's perfectly lined up to do so when I was
Is it
originally
going
gonna put
to
an
load
artillery up
it?
here. What are the odds? So if I do end up switching, it's an easy conveyor change. I might do that then. Invert the slope into a reverse and then have a gun, put another gun. Okay, yeah. In trials, if the light cruiser still suffers from gun stripping, I will move them to be all center line, and that should fix the problem
Okay, it's
a little bit. Oh shit, that's right. I need to give this thing the decoy mounts that the rest of my ships now have.
There we go. I know, I'm building this thing, and it's absolutely
Commit
crazy.
boolean.exe.
Which actually, let me just go back over here.
You know what? I already have mounts on this I can use. What am I doing?
Yeah, what are you doing?
I got these bunny ears I can use.
Bunny eels. Playboy
Yeah,
bunny?
remember the
Pressure
light cruiser has bunny ears.
Oh yeah, that's right, yeah. What about fox eels?
Based.
I love it how I've just. Oh, Jace, you were blocking the entire build process for the airlock.
What?
Your engineer is in the middle of the airlock
Oh,
that I was
shit.
trying to build.
So, yeah,
There.
that's the
You could just say something, you know?
front end, and then
I didn't realize.
Oh no,
it in
mirror
SC.
mode. I
Yeah.
got you. Oh shit. I was trying to figure out where I was sitting.
Yeah, ArtStation has every single like art piece for the Horus, so I kind of have to rely on it.
This may or may not get my artillery guns killed. We'll find out.
Actually, let's see. Can I find the original art piece with the character with Aloy standing next to it? Let's see. I have it saved somewhere. Here we go.
You know, I still want a 0-2 or 0-3 retest on the Aegis.
We could do that at some point tonight if you want.
That would be nice because I need to see if my new optimizations work.
No, Silm, he's not talking on the Igris, he's talking on the Aegis.
I mean, last time the 0-2 and the Aegis fought, it was very silly.
Indeed it was.
Absolute insanity.
That it was. Okay, I should actually focus on building right here. So, where's the art piece? Yeah.
Where's the Arctic?
In hiatus.
Yeah, pretty much. No, he's got a point.
Where's the Arctic gone, reduced to atoms?
Currently engaged with SBU again.
If we can get rid of the middle jump drive, Jay, so I can put it back in as a
Yeah,
decorative
there we go.
piece.
Yeah, so right heel is supposed to be up in the front, and I'm thinking either subgridding that or suffering. What do you guys think once it pops up on the stream?
Eternal suffering.
What? Where?
If you check the stream,
Eternal suffering.
do I subgrid that stuff or what?
Which
That's
parts?
probably gonna
You're
be the
showing
only way
key
you can
portions
get it
of
on.
Well, like for that detailing. I mean, I've already done so many subgrids. I think a few more, surely.
Some more, chef. Some more subgrids, please.
Phoenix, he's gonna take my he's gonna take Elzumi's title as subgrid master.
Wake me up inside.
Up and now the game is chugging. Oh deal.
Oh no, what did you do?
I just moved
What did
like,
you
a few
do?
blocks. Fine. And now it's no longer rendering.
Rose Game has decided it's done.
It's like I see what you were trying to do, and I will autocorrect it for you. Crashes immediately.
Please no. I haven't blueprinted this.
You
No.
what?
Oh no.
Actually, let me blueprint it right now.
He wasn't kidding.
I haven't blueprinted the
Oh,
last
God,
15
Phil.
minutes, so what?
Living on the edge there, I see.
Bro, this entire project has been living on the edge. I've only turned off damage to install the legs and the drill. Like, let me use sci-fi textures or more? Yes. Yeah, I usually like texture everything last, and that drives some people crazy.
God damn it. We need pipes straight. Wish we had like a circular mounted or like a one pipe, you know? Can I get like one of these pipes at a time?
Huh?
The pipes.
No,
You know how we can
no,
place
I'm not
down
talking about
pipes now?
you.
I would. Oh, sorry.
No, apparently if you
Advanced texturing.
have the rotor and you use zoom scroll while doing shift and control, you can adjust how
That's so cool.
how you do the like rotor head.
You guys didn't know about that?
That is so handy. No.
I did not, in fact.
Bruh.
Why would we just know about that right off the bat? That's if it wasn't a part of the original setup, then it's unlikely to have been known about. I'm too used to space engineers. I'm too used to it now. I suck at it.
You guys been using this mod longer than I have.
Yeah, we're still finding stuff out. And besides,
course.
this is the first time I've actually like done.
And of course, Keen changes shit along the way.
So you do just shift control and use your scroll wheel. That's what you do, Deathlock, apparently.
How do we like this decoy mount?
Let me have a look.
Is there a better cylinder piece I could use?
Ooh, I like this. This is pretty cool. What cylinder piece are you talking about?
Just the cylindrical column.
Oh, try the action relay.
Oh yeah, good idea. I can also get rid of the cap if I do that. But the action relay is a little shorter. Let me see.
Yeah, screw it, doesn't matter. Actually.
Does look
I
just
see
better
it
in
doesn't
general.
matter.
Let me. Switch the neon tube type. Well, now those tubes look stupid.
I guess I'm gonna put those
There
again.
we go. Jace, I'm doing like a drive room at the back here.
Nice. This thing has a massive drive, so makes sense. Gravity's tilted for some reason.
Yeah, I accidentally got rid of the grav gen in here.
That's fine. Well, I like I use the windows for that. You can see the pipes. That's really cool.
Yipper. You want to see something even cooler that you can
You
do?
put a heat vent in there somewhere to like put a glowy effect in there. Where? Where are you at?
Right over here.
Your antenna is on, yes?
Yes.
Moron.
Don't out me like that.
The drive is not
Which
accessible.
protect do you want in this? No, it is from the front. That's the intention.
Did you kill the gyroscopes? The gyroscopes might still be an issue.
I don't think so, no.
Okay, well, that is proto gyros, so it should be fine. If you want to put prototech batteries, I don't mind.
That would be very, very poggers.
We still want this thing
We'll
to
do
be
that
somewhat obtainable, but it's not like prototech is useful. It has prototech thrusters on it, so go ham.
Yeah.
But not too ham.
Well, you already got 2 prototech thrusters on it. Go ham, along with photo PDCs.
Photo PDCs are literally just skilled rather than like you have to kill NPCs and farm them for that. Unfolding PDCs are very silly.
Very true.
I do like them a lot. They're interesting.
Only
I'm
messes
glad I
with,
came up with it.
messes with the meta.
Well, you know
I
what?
mean,
It's
not
anti-meta.
really, but okay.
Well, as like what people mainly did in prototype. I mean.
I mean, that's just purely a technological thing, you know?
Yeah.
I believe he's saying you have a skill issue.
Probably.
And well, I mean, they're marginally useful. They're not like NWL.
For now. Nah, they're probably not going to be like that big of an issue. Fascinating. Right. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, how to make this look good?
Wake me up.
I think that's copyrighted.
I didn't actually say any of the. You have to reach a certain amount of
Yeah,
it before
true,
it's considered
true.
a problem. Don't worry. I'm also a content creator. I think I get some of the rules at least.
Allegedly.
It's like for accidental exposures, you know, so you don't just get annihilated.
Though that doesn't always stop YouTube, to be fair.
That's not YouTube. It's whatever company decides to apply the copyright claim. That's why there's that minor protection in there to avoid, like, you accidentally hit 3 of the notes in a row. You're banned. You don't want that to happen. So there's a little bit of protection.
Get obliterated.
Get obliterated, idiot.
Like, wait.
You played 3 notes to a copyrighted song, then perish.
Okay, I finally learned some advanced greebilling. I can use the control panel pedestals to merge it into the.
Oh,
Okay. The bunny ear is now actually.
is it going to
actually makes sense.
serve a useful purpose?
Yeah, look at it.
I
I mean, you
can't.
can't look at it. It's kind of celery.
Celery?
Yes, very celery stick.
Perfect.
Parfait where?
Alright, yeah, just give me a moment. I'm placing.
Yes,
blocks.
I'm making a copy of the ship so I don't have to build that antenna 4 times.
Understandable. We do like antenna seal. I mean, KI swimming does.
KI has a morbid fascination with antenna.
Is that the antenna?
They're not antennas. These are actually just decoy towers.
Oh. Well, at least they get shut off when the turrets go. Okay.
They're not hard to hit,
No.
but
You pinged me.
who pinged me?
Good question. Not me.
These are not optimal compared to like the 02 setup and the 03 setup. These are definitely suboptimal, but they are glued on. And I don't expect this to improve this ship too much because the ship does have better maneuverability overall. So, I mean, obviously, it's better maneuverability as fucking prototech forward backwards. This thing is an artillery wagon.
Well, I do quite like how that looks.
Kind of mid. It'd be cool if I could connect them in the middle, but that would just
Well,
be
I
an
mean-
Connect what in the
egregious
middle?
waste. These things, you see?
I'm also mean what I'm
What do you mean
doing,
connect them in the middle?
Like connect them in the middle. What do you think I mean by connect them in the middle?
Where is the middle?
The middle is where the fuck I say it is. Over the engine, you know, because they're in a ring shape.
Oh,
I
okay,
could
okay.
theoretically put a ring around them, but that would just be kind of a waste.
That would be painful.
Yeah, I'd have to do it every time because they're not mirrored.
Oh, thank you, Jace. You just reminded me that what I'm doing is not actually milled either.
It's the worst part.
That is probably the worst feeling in this game.
Yeah, it's like, ah, shit, here we go again.
Yep.
Is there still a remote control on this? There
No.
is.
No, I'm gonna add one in probably.
There, the tilt has been fixed just a little bit.
Fantastic.
I wish Keen would like be able to remove the tilting. It does get annoying, in my opinion.
No, it's because of the gravity.
Yeah.
What?
I disconnected the gravity from this, so it's taking its gravity from a different ship.
Well, I mean, like, the ship's just rotor tilting. That's what I mean.
No, that's because you guys need to get better rotor settings.
Nah, it could not possibly be me doing something wrong.
Couldn't possibly be me. I'm using rotor limits on the hinges. So the hinges shouldn't be causing any problems.
You need to turn up your torque.
Why do you need to turn up the torque to cause less jittering? That makes zero sense.
Because the torque
Jittering is
holds the
literally
rotor in
wasted.
place.
That's just false.
It works for me.
Increase limit, turn off inertia tensor, and well, there's no inertia tensor anymore. Braking torque high, standard torque, because torque is how much force is applied to the grid when it's active. Braking torque is how much is applied to keep it in its place.
Yeah,
It'll
you
apply
turn
a
up
braking
both torque
You
to.
don't turn off if you turn up main torque, you're gonna have different problems.
I don't know,
If
man.
it was
I've never
exerting a
had problems with
force,
any of the subgrids I've
it
built
would
with
only the only time that a non-moving rotor would cause jitter issues is when there's a grid on it that is hitting another grid and applying force to it. In that case, I don't know if torque applies to offset issues like that, but I think that's how cling drives work, is by just pulling an object into another object and exerting force.
No, we have people in chat that could possibly tell us.
Because the rotor limit isn't what's causing
Pinches
the
up.
torque. It's entirely based on height. So if I just turn up the height on the rotors, it should solve that problem as long as they aren't too, cluttered. The deployable PDCs have rotor limits on them, and on top of the rotor limits, they also are ordered to go to specific angles rather than just travel at this speed for this amount of time, like conventional rotor control. So they are as optimal and non-clangy as they really can be on the rotor side or hinge side, because they're just ordered to go to this position. That's it. That's Keen releasing that API was like the best thing they've done for a while, giving us like a beautiful callable function was so good. Having a function just to ask a rotor to go to that position saves so much script space.
I'm going
Pow,
to
pow.
pretend I know what you're talking about. Shale and Notia
Yeah,
sometimes helps.
I've been learning how to do
Sometimes,
Godot, and that's
but
been helping
it typically
me
slows
understand
down
game
shit.
coding. Yeah, sure, tensor can help, but usually it just causes the equalization behavior to delete force or convert forces in a weird way if they're different. Like having these turrets mounted, they don't have any force exerting objects on them so far. I mean, they have the turrets, but sometimes inertia tensor can create energy from nothing and cause problems, and other times it will stabilize it if what's on it will be absorbing energy. It's weird. I don't fuck with tensors except on like mech feet,
And
but
they
not
removed it
legs.
from base game too.
Yeah, you have to turn it on in experimental settings, which is so fucking stupid. But it makes sense, I get it. Servers being able to make it so people can't make Clang drives or Clang devices is really nice,
Imagine
but at the
King
same
did
time,
it
we
just
can't
to
do
shut it
shit now.
off on those servers.
I mean, that would make sense. I mean, they could have turned it off on their servers anyway, but like, if people still want it, they can just turn it back on. They just gave us choice, so I mean, to be fair, it's nothing but beneficial.
Yeah, it's not a bad thing.
It's just we're only upset because we're the ones who are now losing out on the ability to exploit collision mechanics. Physics math is so complicated. I'm not even fucking with physics math in my game.
Mm.
That's why it's a fucking pixel RPG. I can cut grass in the game now, which is nice. That's it. That's all I've gotten, is the ability to cut grass.
In game, so he doesn't have to go outside and touch grass.
Yeah, I make grass in the game for you to cut, so you don't have to go outside.
That doesn't solve my grass getting cut. I still have to go outside and do that with a lawnmower.
Well, yeah.
So until you solve that problem.
Simple solution. Okay, so if I make a version of that game and I make enough money, we can hire someone to cut your grass, and then we've solved your problem. Got it? Not that I would actually pay anyone to cut your grass, but the point is that is an option.
I could do it.
See, this is technically an option and it's a possibility.
True,
There is a
true.
solution to your problem. I just refuse to use it because the game is not worth selling.
Now I'll just develop my own little like robot.
Your bro just develops a robot.
Yeah, it's like
To do
screw,
what?
Yes,
screw-
because robotics
Actually, it's
experience
not
be
too hard.
damned.
yeah, screw.
It's actually
screw
not that
paying
hard to make a
someone
grass cutting robot.
to
Yeah.
like
It's really the engineering half of it. Like programming part of it, easy as fuck. But actually making a robot that has enough battery capacity to run a mower and do the action,
well, if
that
it's
shit's
gas
hard.
powered, I mean that's not.
You're insane. Putting a
gas-powered rover?
dude, you would have to teach the robot how to measure the gas level. So when it goes out, it just stalls, and you have to reset the whole code. And then oh god,
That would be
the point about
awful, Zil.
if it runs out of fuel, you're just fucked. If the engine stalls, you're just fucked because you have to reset the whole thing. At least with the battery pack, you'd know how much power and how much it lasts.
Meanwhile, I know
Jesus.
exactly how much fuel I need.
Do you understand how hard it is to go from like attaching a fucking motor to a tread, then having an actual goddamn gearbox connected to a servo, and which requires another alternator, which requires a second sub battery?
Hold on, Jace.
No, putting
Jace,
a gas-powered generator on a robot is insane.
No, Jace. What if? Hear me out. I take a gas-powered lawnmower and gamify it, so I can just sit down in my chair. Inside.
Oh my god. Okay, that's different.
Such
That
an
requires like a
inefficient
PCI.
waste of time, though.
Yeah, it's even worse than just moving it yourself. I'd rather just automate it.
That is automation. I can play video games.
But like,
while
you can
cutting.
just get an electric. You can literally just attach a mower blade to the bottom of like a little tankette and just like tell a robot, okay, rotate, do this many rotations to
Nah,
equal
that
this
sounds
distance.
complicated.
Rotate 90 degrees, drive forward this amount for your own width, then rotate another 90 degrees, go forward the equivalent to what the original was, or like give it exact dimensions, shit like that. It's not hard. You just put in a couple values and you're done. It's really easy to program a robot to do that. But oh god.
Fair enough. Anyway. Yeah.
Jace, I think I'm mostly
Power
done
Wash.
the interior over here on the you know what I'm talking about, the engineering section.
Yeah.
The accursed object.
Yeah, Deathlock. This is my first ever mech. It may not look like much, but it's my first.
Does it actually walk?
Not yet. It
I mean,
does have a
to be fair,
cinematic
still, it's better than
cycle.
anything I've ever built for mechs, so.
True.
Not even gonna
Dang.
attempt.
I mean, you're not wrong, but like, still, ouch.
He's out of line, but he's right.
I'm sorry, but
I'll remember that next time you ask me to build an interior.
Everyone disliked that.
well, you haven't exactly built a mech. So
Building mechs is pretty difficult.
Yeah.
They're either building a fancy looking mech for just to have a nice looking mech, or you're building a combat effective mech and it's a monstrosity of clank.
Yeah, you just have to be
Like,
like
remember my combat mech is a monster. It's a fucking hover vehicle with a VTOL and with VTOL legs. It's insane. You can barely call what I've built a mech. This thing is an actual mech, but it doesn't walk, does it?
What, the Horus?
Yeah.
It has a walk cycle.
Oh yeah, that's right. You have an actual walk cycle. I forgot about that.
It just has to be finalized because now that it has the tail, it can actually like.
It has enough counterweight.
It's going great. Also, no, it does have enough counterweight.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, it's just I don't know how it's going to handle with the drills, with the drill arms now. So that's going to require some testing and.
By the way, those drills look really nice. I like the drills.
Well, I nearly had an aneurysm trying to mess with those because Claim
wishes to invert your balls.
So when I put on like drill bits, right, the arms would go flailing about. When I put on the drills themselves, and the arms would just go flailing about, and I'm like, oh. Pretty much. And unfortunately, I'm not done. Once the Horus is done, I'm going to be making something much worse.
Why?
Why not?
Because it's not safe.
While true, I may enjoy making myself suffer. I don't know.
Minor
And-
masochism detected.
And because, well, why shouldn't I do it? Why shouldn't
Based.
I prove that I can make something? I mean, my ships are
Yeah.
mediocre usually, but like
They're not. No, they're not mediocre. They're good.
Yeah,
Oh,
Jace,
I mean, like
what do you think?
design-wise, compared to
I
like
like the
other people.
triangles. They look nice.
True.
I love the laser tubes. Those fucking plasma tubes look so fucking good.
They are so cool.
Keen cooked. Animatable objects was such a big stretch for them, and it worked.
But yeah, I think this is the finished engineering bay. What do you think the little pipe windows here?
I told you when you started, I was like, those pipe windows are cool as fuck. Continue.
Added some
Look.
underside lights and
Love it. Can't actually access the wheel, but break glass in case
course.
of emergency kind of thing.
yeah, totally.
Or it's like it's a fake door where you just open it. In lore. This is
Somehow
grueling
that
hell.
works.
It is nice though. We got a drive. We got a fucking prototype jump drive now. Let's be honest, it's pretty warranted for this ship because of how thick it is.
Me when
It's
I'm
about
still
drive.
only using vanilla jump drives.
Sometimes it's entirely stylistic.
Fair enough.
All this space.
Well, I just had such a good idea.
What?
When you have good ideas, they usually are good. So I will let you cook. He's cooking. He's cooking so fucking hard.
Go.
Now we just need some lights.
Yep.
Although I guess it works already. Hold on. Oh god, it's getting cramped in here.
Oh.
It'll be fine.
Yeah, trust in the it'll be fine.
A coconut
There you go.
nut is a giant nut.
What are you saying?
Excuse me real quick, Jace.
Oh yeah, I was wondering if you're gonna put a door there. Like that seems a little open.
Oh, hey, one of the munitions drones.
You want to drop in a 0-3 and go krill? Also, look at the door stripes from this side. One is blue and one is red from the lighting you've done.
Oof.
That's actually really cool looking. Yeah. On this side, the bottom stripe is red and the top stripe is blue. That's really nice.
Look. Oh wow, that actually does look pretty sick.
Ideas
We
for
learned a thing.
squadrons. No, I don't.
Me when light bleed actually works.
So, time for my elaboration on the prototype use for EXO, which for this ship, they look really nice for the engines. So, my choice. For the others, using the prototype gyroscopes was to avoid the gyro armor and to stay full proto compliant. And, using any version of the 02 is enough to make the gyroscope cost up in vanilla, which means, it's almost entirely redundant. And then the jump drive here is purely decorational. I mean, I'll never use a prototype jump drive. It's only jump drive because that's not smart building anyway.
Hey, watch this. I'm about to do something.
This one's just Prototech thruster exclusives.
Does the backlighting work? I think the
But
backlighting
to
works.
be fair, Prototech thrusters were designed for large class ships that kind of needed an engine that's actually efficient to have rather than small thruster spam. This ship just might be a little small for needing one.
Yes, actually, Deathlock, you would be right. It does actually drop, other robots. Let me find it.
I added in some like backlighting to the tank here, and I think it looks pretty good.
I noticed. I can see it from here. The bubbles glow
Okay,
now.
so, yeah,
Once we have actual lighting in the main corridor.
Yeah, fully.
we have the main fabricator, and while it's not detailed, it is in this, which I'm going. Okay, come on.
I still want to make that landing craft that's literally just a big ass fucking spider mech that spits out smaller mechs as its main armament.
Nope, that is.
After all, why make drop
wrong.
ships that can get shot down when I can just drop a very large mobile base mech onto a planet and let it spit out baby mechs?
There we go.
Like a fucking wolf spider.
Ooh, we get those up here. I hate them motherfuckers.
They're everywhere. They're here too. So, but yeah, like you know how like you can kill an adult wolf spider and a bunch of babies that were riding it would just like start to scatter.
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of thing. Like it would have a mech hanger on the big mech that would have a bunch of smaller mechs on it. So it would literally be a wolf spider mech.
Thanks, I hate it.
I mean, it wouldn't look like one. It'd be closer to like Mushy's little mech tanks. But it, you know,
Oh, did you like the
concept.
backup seat in the engineering section, by the way?
There was a backup seat. I didn't notice.
Yeah, but that's the Kopesh right there, and I'm going to be building that as well after I finish
We must
the
have
Horus.
peak copium. Why can't I get through this fucking door?
And then
Well, it's because of the angle.
Bro, can we not with the... This gyroscope is literally counterforcing. What the fuck?
and where is it? Okay, it's not in this one.
Look above the jump drive, Jace.
These guys are inside the fabricators.
Dude, that's cursed. That's scoffed.
I mean, it works.
But I love it.
Yeah, these little
Thanks, I hate
scale
it.
guys. They,
Yeah, it worked right. I completely
doing
missed it.
these
It's really dark.
fabricators.
These light
here.
tubes.
Realistically, it doesn't impact the look of the room negatively.
It
I
And you
doesn't
get
dropped
like
these.
the most protected
Extreme
seat on the ship, which is
um,
nice.
Yeah,
It's always good to have a spare seat.
Indeed.
I have one of the gyros set to 0.01 RPM just to counteract the rotational force we're receiving on the ship.
Love that.
I have no idea where it's coming from. I'm still trying to figure out what's causing this. It's probably a hinge somewhere. They're all at hinge lock.
Weirdly enough, in this game, hinge lock does not always fix the problem.
No, not hinge lock. I mean angle limit. Because mathematically, the angle limits are real. No,
Yeah,
they're
they're
all at
perfect
good
hinge
angle.
lock technically, but
yeah, these are
They're
empty because
none of them are in contact with the hull, so
I
that's
can't
not
be
a problem.
bothered to actually put in a full manufacturing assembly inside of these little guys. So you know, well, it's going to really look. So you know,
Is it the artilleries? Artilleries never had problems because
is
it's
what
just
it
a fixed
is.
angle again.
I'm talking about if these look good or not.
oh, what do you think of this
bases
area
have
for
energy.
a ladder? By the way,
I'm sorry.
what do you
I'm
think of this
running
area for
through
a ladder?
the hinge problem real quick.
Oh, gotcha.
None of them have any hinge lock. Maybe it was the hinge lock. That doesn't make any sense, but I might as well. Uh-oh. Okay, what's up?
What do you think of this area for a ladder?
Hold on, I gotta turn off the override gyro.
I'm gonna stop using column 5
Yeah, that
for
works.
everything on this.
It's an exo and ship for sure.
Remember,
I
you're
like
you're
it. It's pretty
legally.
cramped.
What's up?
It's comfortably cramped. I like
Yes.
these kind of cramped. It's not that cramped. It's not submarine cramped, but it is like warship cramped.
Yeah.
It's like walking back. It's like being in the USS Alabama again.
The Omicron is strangely not cramped. I don't know how I did it,
It's
but
a
that ship
big
is.
ship.
Yeah,
Well,
it's a
yeah,
big
but
ship,
like
so like
I did squeeze a lot of interior in it. To be fair. Do
These
you want
doors are
crew
a little
quarters
too
up
angled
top
for
or down
structure.
below?
That is entirely up to you. Remember, I need the actual CIC to be protected and not one block away from death.
Yeah.
I guess it's actually equal in this instance, isn't it?
I'm probably gonna put the
this
CIC
middle
on the
floor
top
is-
deck.
Yeah, the top deck is the most center. So
I'm thinking
it's
like
just free
CIC is
Greeble.
just on the top deck. What's up?
This is just free Greeble.
Yep. I'm planning on having like a little area behind the ladder that you can walk around. So plus, you have cargo access via the little piece here. All right, let's get to work on this corridor. I'm thinking we're probably gonna have like a dedicated server room.
Of course, all of them need them.
I do hate how when I'm submitting all this. Yep. See you, Deathlock. Have a good one, man.
Nice.
But
Annoyed.
I do hate how when I'm subgrading this stuff, I cannot mirror it because I can't simply
Theoretically.
just paste it on.
Yes, you can.
Not with what this shit I'm doing.
I mean, look, technically, if you pull the rotor out of its hull, you can paste the rotor back in. I guess if the angle, of course, it'll be opposite. So, for that object, no. But if it was like a purely mirrored object, you could.
Yeah, except
It's
this is
depressing.
not.
I would love for a plugin that would do that. A plugin that would like actually let us apply mirror mode on a subgrids.
Well, that would be so cool. I'd probably pay money if someone actually made something.
Yeah, the issue, of course, is that would require probably a mod inject in it, not a plugin.
True. Though, I mean, more people could access it. Because I'll be honest, a lot of people probably don't use plugins.
A lot of people use plugins. Look, brother,
I don't.
but that's just because of a skill issue. Trust me, plugins are. It's worth it to have some certain plugins. Like some are really, really handy. Multi-grid projector, build freedom, ball turret helper, performance improvements really is a performance improvement. Scrollable POV timeout fix, respawn screen improvement. You know how you can get stuck in an infinite respawn screen if you try and spawn in too early? There's a
Yeah.
plugin that fixes that. That doesn't happen anymore.
Fascinating.
Oh,
You can just press a button to attempt to override the game and jump your camera to your character, even if you manage it. Because your character will spawn in, but it doesn't move spectator because of some coding error. There's just a patch that jumps over the coding error. It's really, really nice.
Fascinating.
And then there's mod plugins, which are different uses, like the block culling, which is performance for frame rate, really helpful for me. Block renaming, which is really good for all that. Buttons that let you access like the edit script and like the control turret at the top of their like terminal rather than the bottom for some reason. A better HUD, the leak finder, thruster actions, which isn't necessary anymore because they fixed that. Projector profiles, I don't actually know what that does anymore. And Text HUD API just being a client-side mod is so nice. Because it means that you can then sideload the other ones. Like, I think you can now have the build vision and build info mods as client-side mods that you can use anywhere. It doesn't really matter if the server has it anymore. All super useful. Oh my fucking god. Can we have gravity back, please?
Yeah, I'm gonna get a gravjet in shortly.
I can't get out the door because of because we're a fraction of a degree off angle. I can't get through the door.
We love it, don't we?
What, are you trying to
We
walk
love
out or
Keen.
something?
Whoa!
The engineering bay is behind one of them tiny doors, which means getting out of it requires you being perfectly aligned with gravity.
Wild.
Because Keen.
Because Keen.
Thank you, Keen.
We love you, Keen.
Well, Keen apparently loves me with the Horus.
There. That'll technically solve the problem.
I fucking despise this company.
That was very crunchy audio.
I can't make it.
Is it like, oh yeah, you tried the 4-way. Damn. God damn it, Keen.
We were just we were just praising Keen too. Sad.
Correction fixed. Hold up just a minute. There we go.
Okay, that's acceptable. I don't like how they're on opposite sides now, but
I mean, I can always just kind of do this.
poof. Oh shit, an
Because
actual med lab.
unlike the other doors, these ones can just be rotated over and they work.
Get rotated, idiot.
But yes, this is like a proper medical lab.
I'm happy to finally have an actual med bay.
By the way, what did you do to get the gravity back to normal here?
Oh, I just remote controlled the ship and burned it away from your other ship.
Gotcha.
That's literally it.
I like this this little med bay here.
It's very cute. It has all the necessities of a med bay, including an actual lab desk. I love the lab desk. It's so good. I can put anime on the fucking.
Yeah.
Let's
That's
see,
a very
what
Sill thing
should
of
we
you to
watch?
do.
What do you guys want to watch on the lab terminal?
Preferably not anime.
Stars. It's time for the recommendation. Should we put a picture of the med bay from the Yamato one here?
Yes. Only correct
Well, no.
answer. Considering what
Only
we are
correct
doing. Considering what we've chosen to follow. Which the new season is actually pretty bang on so far. Wait, have you been watching the new season, Jace?
I watched what you've sent me. I haven't seen any of the stuff that was released after you sent me the drop.
Oh wait, Jace, we missed it.
What?
One of those new stations spawned, I think.
And
it despawned. Big sad.
Now, do you mean season 3 or season 4, Jace?
which is which?
Season 3 is Scandal being taken out.
Being stolen.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm on season 3 then. Season 4 is already out. Damn, I need the new episodes.
Technically.
Oh wait, did they remake Space Battleship Yamato?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They made a remake. Is the remake
Original's
better
better.
or worse than the original?
Original's
You didn't
better.
you didn't know it existed, and you're already passing judgment. You don't have the right to do that.
Yep. Yep.
Without watching the remake, you have no rights.
Yeah, I will say they have changed a lot.
God damn it! I hate when they do that shit.
However, I think it's for the better.
At least.
Like
I will say this.
it's
The
certainly
original
a lot of plot twisting now.
the original Space Battleship Yamato is the only quote unquote anime I've ever actually watched.
There's no quotes about it. It is in fact an anime.
Yeah, I know. No, I watched it because my dad watched it when he was a kid.
It was a based show for real.
Real.
That show is old, by the way.
I know it's old as dirt, and I love it. The fact that you used Yamato tells you it's old. I mean, it's Yamato. Who doesn't like that fucking ship?
Anyone who had to
Pretty
fight
good
it.
lighting in here.
That's completely true. Nope, you're right. I cannot find a picture of the fucking med bay.
I could just go pull up the anime and grab it.
Yeah, screen grab me a picture of the med bay so I can do that.
Actually,
I
let me
don't
just
have.
check
I don't know what
Google
episode
Falls.
the med bay is shown in, so I have to. The art for the original was great, but the art for the remake is better. But that's just because age. I still like the originals because look at it. That was old animation, that was brute force animation. That stuff was crazy.
All right, Jace, how we feeling about this med bay?
I feel like it's still missing the reference, but it's very soft and cozy in here. Is there any leftover space? No.
No, I have used every ounce of space in this place.
I like the access right behind the shelf.
Yeah, it's meant to be like a little workstation kind of thing.
Of course, this lab access door here.
Hi, Alphas.
Oh, it's Arthas.
Hi. I was just seeing still work on the Horus. I had to stop in.
Shut up.
Angering
Oh, yeah,
Syl
you
is one of my
should.
favorite pastimes.
You should join me and Jace on this.
I will touch you. It's okay.
Arthas, you can't say that. You're live.
I know. I've said worse on my Twitch streams. It's okay.
Bro, this is my YouTube channel.
It's YouTube. It's not Twitch. On Twitch you can get away with, being half.
No. You be careful with that. No. Twitch will kill you for saying some things. You say like certain words, Twitch will just
say
shoot
blue
you,
Twitch,
and that's
they'll
not
kill
even.
you.
I was gonna say that's not even like you don't even have to say like a slur. You can drop a random word, and Twitch will just say, "All right, time to die, buddy."
Simply mention any other streaming platform, and you get banned.
Yeah.
No, you can mention.
You
You
say
can mention
the word
one.
YouTube, and then you hear "then perish."
For true. YouTube's a forbidden word. That you can, however, you can mention what is it? The other one. I can't remember. Kick, Rumble.
Kick. Oh God, Kick.
What's the difference between the two? Are they the same thing?
One allows everything and anything under the sun, and the other is like I think more conservative.
You fucked up if Kick bans you off their streaming platform.
True. Yeah. Rumble will never ban you. Wasn't that where like Johnny Somali,
No, he's banned
one guy
too.
How?
No,
that's impressive.
No, he's
that's
banned
actually
from
just
everything.
impressive.
TikTok even banned him.
Okay, that's acceptable. They ban people pretty often, but no, Rumble banned this man.
No, Kick banned him first. They banned him twice. They unbanned him only to ban him again.
They had to run it back. It's rewind.
Hold it. We gotta run this shit again.
Yeah.
We gotta rewind. We gotta watch that shit again.
Said check it. We're gonna do this again. It's gonna be funny.
And people have like his entire archive, and they're just like, "Hey, South Korea, if you need more evidence, hit us up."
True.
Yeah, that guy. Oh God.
All my homies hate
Kick
this
banned his ass. Yeah, if you're getting banned off Kick, you fucked. Oh God, no. The Arthas problem has reoccurred.
Theoretically, it's loading.
The Arthas anomaly hath occurred.
Yeah, it happens occasionally.
Oh, there's a
30
pirate scout
bajillion
drone.
join messages.
I'm gonna go bully it with a 0-3, or better yet,
Me?
you have prototype flying ground.
I mean, it is flying towards my shipyard, and I would very much so like to kill it.
You know, we have a light cruiser right here. We could
So stupid
Oh,
question.
I was
Do you
going to
use
spawn in
standard
a
cruisers?
Corvette.
do it.
Standard
Oh, perfect,
cruisers?
yes.
Like, what do you
Yeah,
mean?
like midline cruisers. Fucking not heavy or light, just cruisers.
Spawning in, let's
Not
go bully.
particularly.
Okay, so there's no reason for me to make an armored cruiser, which is what that is called. Weapons of a light cruiser, armor of a heavy cruiser is the idea.
So just a
So-
waste of steel.
Basically, yes.
Like, I just
You're
use
That's
just-
why they were-
standard
Well,
cruiser.
allowances.
No, that's why a standard
Well-
cruiser, an armored cruiser, existed for about
Let's
like
look
40
it up.
years and then disappeared. Because there was a brief period of time where the technology of weapons was just about proper for them, and then about a decade later they were obsolete, but people kept them around.
And we're done. And it's gone.
No, it's still there.
No, I mean armored cruisers. And they're gone.
Yeah, basically. They were really popular for a very short time, and then they got bonked. That's about their story.
Let me turn on damage real quick.
Lol. Bum 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 bum.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I can't go any further than that.
Yeah,
I'll make sure
Chase,
you
I'll
you
send
turn on
you a
your
photo
turrets. By the way,
later.
Jace,
Why are they off?
I'm going
they're
to,
off just by default.
Oh, I do like that paint. Okay, I'm gonna keep that.
We could just tell, we could jump.
It would be funny to approach it though.
I was going to say something, then my brain turned off, so that's fine.
We all will.
This happens quite often. You know that.
Yeah.
There it is.
Okay, who is actually hosting the world?
Fun
Me.
He has to restart
Okay.
for you to get on.
No. I should be able to do it
Arthas is in denial.
Kill, annihilate.
in 3 to 5 business
Kill,
days.
fight, die. That's
Kill, die, repeat.
Kill,
error
fight,
taking
die,
damage. What the fuck
that's
do you mean
what-
error taking damage? That is way bigger than a fucking error. That's it. It's a fucking drone. That was weak as hell.
It got cooked.
He just got annihilated. Get cooked, idiot.
Get torn into slang.
Now we'll teleport back and actually
All
work
right.
on the cruiser.
Or slag, I should say.
Eventually, if I spam it enough times, it will make me join.
Arthas is just introducing leg fest.
I don't even know that it's introducing lag on your end. It shouldn't be.
No, it's not for me.
Okay. If it happens just to Jace, I don't care. I'll do it more.
Packet loss. Bro is instituting a 12 packet loss. Congratulations, Arthas. That is your entire reason for existing, is to introduce a 12 packet loss.
Okay, let me re-pull up the friends list here. Sometimes doing that alone is enough.
Try joining off me then. There's always the chance that'll, for some reason, fix it.
I just spammed it 300 times. It's probably okay.
Brother, when he cooks my
Jason,
frame
I'm gonna
rate
kill
because of the
myself.
play. What?
I just realized I have to put the server like right up against the door of the server room.
Great. So make it a floor breadboard.
Could
Oh,
do
yeah.
that.
Run.
Make the
Furniture.
floor a subgrid and then
What's
line it with computers.
How's the? You're doing the cow's interior, right?
Currently we're working on one of Jace's ships, but we can work on the Takao tonight probably.
I was more just asking. Like
Actually-
you were the person who was like who decided to do that, right?
Yeah. Actually, it is quite late over here.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna be getting off soon.
You say that the second it finally lets me connect.
No,
This
when I
is
mean
the
soon,
way.
I mean in like the next 30 to 40 minutes here. So.
Yeah, fair enough. It gives me time to work on the funny for a little bit.
It's funny.
0 damage sustained. Exoship's still looking ass on the outside.
Well, at least some things never change.
That was
True.
uncalled for.
I'm sorry.
Correct. Factual.
It was easy bait, and I took it.
Yeah, but you had a chance to reassure and like
Why would I do
be
that?
based, be an
You think
individual.
Still is going to do that?
He's never based. He's incapable of being based. I should know this by now.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, he's
This
all
man
for
gets
that
no
NPC
bitches.
love.
What do you expect?
Okay, Arthas.
You do, Arthas?
Yeah, Arthas, when was the last time?
You would be surprised. Yes.
I don't foresee anybody putting up with your shit for more than 5 minutes.
Well, that much is
He didn't
true.
say he kept the relationship. To be fair.
Yeah, but that also requires getting at least somewhere, and 5 minutes is like a world record or something at this point.
Like I've gotten around a little bit. I've had my fun.
So he claims.
Here, take this.
So, wow, we got 7 people watching the stream. Let's go.
7 random
God.
dots.
Average.
True.
Half of them
Jace,
are.
why did the gravity just go sideways? Oh, because you spawned another one in.
Yeah.
What is this? Oh, it's the ZT03.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
It's not a DD03.
What is it?
Bro, not reading the goddamn label.
I can't read it. It's not coming up.
What the oh, that's right.
It is not coming up on my end. I don't see.
But yeah, it's definitely not a DD03.
Okay,
Yeah.
what is it? CL01 light cruiser.
Yes.
Okay.
I've
Cool.
had this one, but it's never been used.
For now.
Oh yeah,
It's soon TM.
yeah. So we also need to schedule our funny battle eventually.
Yeah.
You guys are actually having a fight.
Yes. BSR is skirmishing with KI over territory.
Oh, the doors are offset again. We just fixed this side then.
Yeah, the BSR is skirmishing. And it should
We
be
would like our
interesting.
territory back.
No.
We will be
Hey,
taking our
no.
territory back.
You can pay us for it back.
We'll kill you.
You can buy it back.
Just
Which direction?
the direct response: we will kill you.
Like, you threaten this a lot.
You can pay for
Silence, liberal.
it. Silence, liberal.
Fair enough.
We got the comfy, cozy ship over here. Don't forget the turret controller sensors, because those were really helpful for detectionary purposes.
I can't wait to be putting KI engineers on suicide watch with this ship.
What ship?
Well, at least the EXO
The
flight commanders won't be on suicide watch anymore. We're
Kodai?
good, finally.
Oh,
Kodai?
yeah,
Question mark?
Yeah,
the variant I made.
yeah. I don't think they care, honestly. Like, oh.
It's a Kodai. Who the fuck cares about the Kodai?
Look at what I've done to the front of this thing.
Look what they did to me, boy.
Like the engineer that designed this thing would be a very sad individual for a little while.
No, you'd just be happy at seeing some sort of use.
True.
Literally any use.
It's like
Don't
they
take
may
it the
have
wrong
put a
way.
hammer on it, but
But hey, I mean, if it's solving somewhere, it's solving somewhere.
okay. Yeah, I'm gonna let that one slide still.
Damn right.
Damn right you are.
It's like, all right, never mind. I'm gonna start calling out.
No.
But yeah, no,
Arthas, are you excited to have to fly Chicos again?
Huh?
Yes.
Chicos. Which one's the fucking Chico?
Chicos.
Which one's the Chico? Is that Stills? No, there was the Chico. Chico? Why am I flying? Why would I be flying a Chico?
because now war.
With who?
Everyone.
I mean, I'm going to be fighting KI, or yeah, KI.
Actually, are you gonna fight ALE?
Potentially.
I think that'd be a cool fight. Like,
I'm fighting ALE, but also I need territory back from KI. They stole shit from me. They stole my foams, and I want them back.
No.
ALE would be a good opponent. You guys have similar construction.
They ran me for my phone.
Okay, I
Spider-Man.
absolutely disagree with you. I'm almost offended.
What? I mean, different directions. For
No,
which you-
no. Nordic
What do you
achieves
mean?
the durability his ships have by simply abusing the sheer slab of armor style.
Brother, what do
Like-
you think your hammer has?
Like, it has one layer and still manages to be almost as durable as his entire ship.
That's because you also actually engage in dodge maneuvers.
Yeah, that's another part of it. That's why I said I'm mildly offended. It's like, yeah, I have good armor, but
It would
also
still
I
be a good
can build the rest of a ship that's good.
I wasn't saying
Yeah,
that
why
it
would
would
you
be
do
fun.
my
It
man
would be
like
it would be a fun battle. Like, I do intend to fight ALE simply to take
That'd be cool.
territory from them because do they have a cruiser? Like,
Yeah,
has Nordic built a
yeah.
cruiser?
He has a full complement of ships.
Oh,
He's only
He has
missing a
battleships?
battleship.
oh,
He has battle cruisers.
huh. I've never actually seen those. They must be newer built.
No.
They're not?
No.
Okay, so they're not modern then.
No, they are modern. Just hasn't really
So he's
Hey,
been
Jace,
updating.
how we feeling
Done.
about this computer terminal over here?
We have anime
So he
in
has
the
been
ship now.
updating them.
Yeah, he just
What is this?
hasn't,
One of
Oh,
stealth
wow.
ships?
he just hasn't uploaded
No, this
them.
is Jace's ship.
The joke is the anime ship being one of Sylph's things.
Oh.
We have some space battleship Yamato playing in the med bay of the med bay. That's not the med bay, but it is a med bay. Never mind. See, we have the med bay in the med bay.
Okay, I'm not. Apparently, my character is too fat to fit.
You have to be perfectly fucking level. It's insane.
Like,
You're
yeah,
perfectly fucking vertical.
there we go.
Ooh, I like that computer core. Very TARS-esque.
Gosh!
Alright.
Come on, TARS!
Okay, Minecraft calls me more than Space Engineers does tonight.
Me
go,
on my way to build ships for literally everyone but myself.
True.
Just the interiors.
Didn't you just design an entire Corvette?
Oh yeah, I did do that in like a day.
And
You
two
he
destroyers?
forgore.
And you also refit your heavy cruiser?
Oh yeah, that too.
Come on. But don't worry, I won't be. I think this is probably the last interior for a while for EXO anyway. Since I have no other ships that I've built except for a replacement frigate, which I probably would just copy paste the existing internals on that one.
Amazing.
Ooh, was that Arthas?
That
That's
was
piecing
Arthas.
out?
He's gone. We can talk shit now.
I mean, we were doing that the whole time he was here anyway. So
Based.
here, Jace, what do you think of this computer room? I think
It
looks
has a
pretty good.
computer and it is a room.
Okay, somewhere I went wrong. Yep, here it is.
It's very cramped. I do like the computer. So what are you doing with the rest of the space in this thing?
A crew quarter up front and then a CIC up top.
This is a 4-man ship, I think.
All right.
3 to 4. It's up to you. If you want to add like a mess hall kitchen thingy, and then 3 bedrooms or whatever.
I'm
or
probably gonna
another-
do a crew bunk on one side and then a galley on the other.
Understandable.
We do like our
Maybe a
privacy.
captain's quarter.
There is no captain.
Okay.
It's such a small. We have such small crew complements. I mean, but all the DDs have 2 people on them. There's no point in installing a captain. There's just a pilot and co-pilot, which is the same with
Okay.
this thing. One of them is a computer engineer. One of them is a mechanical engineer, and then there's a pilot and co-pilot. Usually, because this is a bigger ship, it requires more engineers, more actual like sub genres of people. Normally, pilots would be engineers and stuff like that, and sometimes they need dedicated people.
I love how Jace is the only one out of you guys that actually lets me build subgrids.
Well, I need subgrids to contain my computer cores, so I mean,
Yeah.
it's required. There's no letting you. There is requiring. It is purely a requirement to have a subgridded computer core because there's no way to fit enough programmable blocks and smaller bits that I need. I mean, it is, but like, why bother if I'm gonna have a core anyway?
Well, I just want to keep stuff less jank.
Like, if
And
there
you
is
only
enough
need 2
space, individual bedrooms would
Mhm.
be amazing. But I don't know if we have enough space to fit that many bedrooms.
Disregard the gravity flipping. I'm just redoing
I
the
know. It's like, what's your plan for the top deck? Because after the CIC, you have quite a lot of forward space.
I'm thinking on the top deck, the forward space. Is this going to be like a pseudo command ship?
No, these are used like the 02s, just in a larger ship bracket. They have virtually the
Honestly,
exact same
forward to
purpose.
the CIC, you might just want to put more armor in that case.
Like we're going to be using very similar setup for it, where again it's just the cockpits like all the other smaller ships. But after light cruiser, we start using true bridges, not like external bridges, but like true command suites and shit.
Yeah.
We could do a tiny command suite. It's possible, to fit in a normal seat in backups in a small cramped space. But that's up to you. So now we have
Could
a
do that.
you can do as you want. If you want to do another compact HUD chair or HUD cockpit system, or the exact same setup, which is just micro bridge. That front plate right there, I think. Let me double check.
Nah, you should be able to leave that, honestly.
I'm not removing it. It's permanent. I could put like 7 more blast door layers on it. The critical component is 3 layers thick. And 3 layers thick artillery guns. I don't think this box has been penned since its original creation. That's from the top. This middle one is almost indestructible unless you get a perfect shot through the artillery gun with an artillery round.
Yeah.
And there's still going to be more blocks in the way. If I encounter an issue, I can just add more armor where it needs to be. That's where checkerboarding armor can really help.
Right. I got a layout of what I'm gonna do in the CIC if you want to come have a look real quick.
Oh, I'm here in spectator cam.
This is kind of what I'm like half thinking for part of it. Obviously, it's nowhere near done, but you get the idea.
Yeah, obviously. Dual cockpit efficiency build. God, I love these plasma tubes. This engineering is
They
so
look
nice.
so good.
I love this engineering.
Nice, nice. Honestly, I think this is a better engineering bay than the Omicrons.
You just can't help but up yourself, can't.
No, I really can't.
It's how, evolution.
And also makes me tremendously depressed because now I feel like I have to go back and redo the Omicron's engineering pay before I post
it's
it.
fine.
To be fair, this is actually more space than the Omicron's engineering bay. I'm quite limited with what I can do in there.
Exactly.
Like, I think I got an Omicron spawned in if you want to look at it. I think it's like a good block or two narrower, so. Simply because while the Omicron is obese, it's got the little thing of, you know.
Yeah. Alright, well, stream,
Damn.
I'm gonna call it a day. Thank you for stopping by, especially everyone that has joined.
I forgot that you were streaming. Whoops.
Bro, how did you forget?
We've been busy conversing.
True, I mean, you guys have yapped like most of the stream, honestly.
Sorry. Free content.
I guess. I mean, it's a nearly 3-hour long stream, man.
We turned it into a Yap Fest. Mission accomplished.
Yeah. Eh. Maybe I'll get subs out of it, I don't know.
Insane. Free subscription because your friends yap too much.
I mean, I don't know. There's apparently like a market just to listen to people yapping.
Yeah, that's called being a Twitch streamer.
He's out of line, but he's right.
Yeah.
Literally, that's what it is.
Hey guys, you guys heard it from him, not me. You go, I want to be canceled.
You should start a Twitch channel.
Technically,
It gets banned and then he makes a Twitch channel.
I just instantly get banned.
It's like, hey, yeah, you said this one, YouTube,
No, no,
banished.
you were on YouTube. You're banned.
There we go.
I mean, they probably would, wouldn't they?
Maybe don't shit talk Twitch and
No,
on
but
stream.
I think I did pretty
Yeah,
good
Jace,
today.
I think I'm also gonna call it there for tonight. If you want to just do an emergency BP of this and leave it in the world, I'll work on it probably tomorrow a bit more.
Gotcha. I'm still trying to. There. No.
Yeah, dude, take your time. Not in a super big rush or anything.
I was just getting that last winglet, trying to adjust it to look better.
Yeah.
Emergency BP acquired.
The insurance just in case BPTM.
The funny thing is you basically become the car painting shop, whatever. People drive their ships into your world to get detailed.
True.
You're not wrong.
Honestly, not wrong at all. But I think that's it. So see you, YouTube. See you tomorrow. Probably going to be live streaming a game. Should be
If
fun.
you guys play Helldivers, please invite me. In fact, if you play anything I have in my library, please.